Welcome to Documented Strange, where the stories are real, but feel impossible. Tonight you're going to hear about a true event so eerie, so precise, and so well documented, it has been called the most credible UFO case in modern history. And yet, somehow, it's still largely ignored. This is the terrifying, true account of the Rendlesham Forest incident, England's Roswell. It's December 1980. The Cold War is in full swing. Two joint NATO airbases, RAF Bentwaters and RAF Woodbridge, sit quietly in the Suffolk countryside. American military personnel are stationed deep in the English woods, guarding nuclear weapons the public doesn't even know are there. Christmas just ended. Spirits are light. But in the early hours of December 26th, that all changes. Security patrolmen on duty at RAF Woodbridge see strange lights descending into the nearby forest. It's not a star, not a flare. It's moving deliberately, slowly, methodically, through the trees. They think it's a downed aircraft. Protocol kicks in. They grab flashlights and weapons and venture into Rendlesham Forest. What they find is not a plane. They describe a triangular craft about the size of a car, resting on metallic legs. It emits a glowing light, blue, red, and white, and moves silently. No engine, no rotor. Just a soft mechanical hum, barely audible. One of the men, Sergeant Jim Peniston, walks right up to it. He touches it. He describes the surface as glass smooth, almost warm to the touch. On its side are strange, etched symbols, like hieroglyphs, but not Egyptian. Something else. As Peniston runs his hand across them, the object pulses, and before anyone can react, it lifts straight up, vanishes through the trees, and is gone. No sound. No propulsion, just a flash and then nothing. And the team is rattled, but the base assumes it was nothing more than lights in the woods. That should have been the end of it. 2 nights later, it's back. This time, Lieutenant Colonel Charles Halt, the deputy base commander himself, leads a group into the forest. He brings Geiger counters, radios, night vision, a tape recorder. Everything is documented. As they walk into the woods, they hear static over their radios. Their compasses begin to spin. They detect abnormal levels of radiation at the alleged landing site, triple the background levels. Then they see it, a bright, pulsing orb hovering between the trees. Halt describes it as a red sun throwing off molten metal. As they watch, the orb splits in 2, then 3, and darts silently through the forest like it's scanning the terrain. One of the beams shoots down directly onto their position. Halt later said, "It was like a spotlight from the sky, but there was no sound, no helicopter, no nothing." Meanwhile, reports come in over the radio. Beams of light are hitting the weapons storage area back at the base. The same area storing nuclear ordnance. Let that sink in. A flying object of unknown origin, capable of splitting, hovering, and projecting beams, targeted the nuclear weapons site of a top-secret NATO airbase. And no one, not the United States Air Force, not the Ministry of Defense, can explain what it was. In the aftermath, the U.S. personnel were debriefed, told not to speak of what they saw. Halt filed a report, what's now known as the Halt Memo, sent to the British MOD. It was quietly buried. But years later, Halt released the audio recordings from that night. The tape is real. The panic is real. And what they witnessed? Still unexplained. Decades later, Charles Halt signed a sworn affidavit stating, quote, "I believe the objects I saw at close quarter were extraterrestrial in origin." He is not a conspiracy theorist. He is a decorated officer, a government man who never wanted to become the center of a UFO story. Jim Peniston later revealed that after touching the symbols on the craft, he began receiving a series of binary code sequences in his mind, numbers that kept him awake for days. When translated, the code referenced coordinates across the globe, including ancient sites like the pyramids of Giza, Nazca Lines, and even Sedona, Arizona. Whether coincidence or something more, it remains one of the strangest footnotes in UFO history. To this day, the Rendlesham Forest incident is still unsolved, still denied, still classified in parts, and yet it is one of the most thoroughly documented encounters ever, with radar logs, audio tapes, radiation readings, and multiple eyewitnesses from the US military. If this doesn't make you question what's really out there, maybe you're not listening. Subscribe to Documented Strange for more real stories that make the unthinkable undeniable.